अगर आप भी यहाँ पर आकर इंटरव्यू देना चाहते हैं तो वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको एक गूगल फॉर्म मिलेगा, जाकर आप वो गूगल फॉर्म भर दीजिए, फिर आपका भी इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल होगा और आप भी यहाँ पे आके इंटरव्यू दे पाएंगे। और अगर आप जावास्क्रिप्ट को जीरो से एडवांस लेवल तक मास्टर करना चाहते हैं तो आप हमारा द कंप्लीट जावास्क्रिप्ट कोर्स फॉलो कर सकते हैं, जो कि आपको यूट्यूब पे फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मिल जाएगा। उस कोर्स का भी लिंक मैं आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूंगा। और अगर आप पूरा का पूरा फ्रंट एंड ही पढ़ना चाहते हैं, HTML से लेके CSS, जावास्क्रिप्ट, रिएक्ट, गिट एंड गिटहब, NPM, टेलविंड, रिएक्ट, रिडक्स, ये सारी चीजें अगर आप पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो उसका भी मैंने एक कोर्स बनाया है, पूरा कंप्लीट फ्रंट एंड बूट कैंप। उस कोर्स का भी लिंक मैं आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूंगा। आपको हर एक कोर्स फ्री में मिल जाएंगे, तो आप जरूर से जाके इन कोर्सेज को चेकआउट करिए। तो चलिए अपने वीडियो को कंटिन्यू करते हैं। हेलो।
हाँ, हेलो।
हेलो, हाँ दिनेश भाई, क्या क्या हाल है?
बढ़िया, आप बताओ।
मेरा भी सही है। अच्छा, इसका जो भी रिकॉर्डिंग करेंगे ना, इसको यूट्यूब पे डालेंगे, तो
हाँ।
तुम्हें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना तुम्हारे नेम से, फेस?
नहीं, नहीं।
ठीक है, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं। ठीक है, इंग्लिश में करेंगे। ठीक है।
ओके, ओके।
ठीक है। हाय दिनेश, हाउ यू?
या, आई एम गुड, हाउ आर यू?
Yeah, I'm good too. So just tell me a little bit about yourself and your experience, all the technologies that you have worked on.
Yeah, so I have 2+ year of experience. I have mostly working on React.js, JavaScript, and from past 1 year, I am working with Next.js as well. So I have passed my master's in computer application in 2020 from Ganpat University, which is based on Gujarat.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So you have worked on CSS, JavaScript, and React, right? So this interview
Yeah.
will be mainly focused on CSS, JavaScript, and React. So if I
Mhm.
ask you to rate yourself out of 10 points, how many points will you give to each CSS, JavaScript, and React?
Yeah, so I am mostly working with React.js and JavaScript. I'll work with CSS as well, but mostly in our company there is a separate position for the designer. So I have not got that much of chance with CSS, but I'll rate 4 out of 10 in CSS. But for React, I'll give 7, and for JavaScript, I'll give 6 or 7 in between.
Yeah, that's good. So first we will start with some basic CSS questions, okay,
Mhm.
and then some HTML and CSS, and then mainly we'll
Mhm.
focus on JavaScript and React. So can you explain me why do you use semantic tags in HTML?
Yeah, so semantic types are mostly useful for, if I'm not wrong, for SEO purposes, and apart from that, they are also more readable. Suppose I want to use something in section, right? So there are section tags, there is footer tag, there are header. So for there is a header tag. For main section, we have HTML tag like main, aside, article.
Yeah, yeah, that's enough, and that's good. So what is difference between div and span tag?
So div is a block. It will take a whole width of the our design, but span will just take the amount we need in our website.
Okay, any other difference apart from this?
Uh, I don't remember actually other difference apart from this.
Okay. Basically, we cannot set height width on span, which is in
Mhm.
line. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you know specificity in CSS?
Yeah, I know specificity in CSS.
Yeah. Can you tell me what is it?
Yeah, so specificity is basically a rule set by CSS. Suppose higher specificity is of the internal style that we give in our HTML. Apart from that, there is a lowest specificity is, I think, asterisk operator that we use in CSS. After that, classes, and after that text like h1 body etc, and after that internal css, and apart from that, if we want to override css, like suppose we are using material or something like that and we want to override the css, then we have to use important as well to override the css that was provided by library.
Okay. Important is provided by some library or it is default?
No, 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 it's a css feature.
Okay. So Is it good to use important wherever we need to override something?
If possible, it's not good to use important
Hmm.
until and unless there is no other option for us to use.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Now let's move to JavaScript. And
Mhm.
can you tell me what is a difference between var and let variables?
Yeah, so where variable is basically a function scope and let is a block scope. Block means we can uh, declare, suppose we have a if statement, right? If I
Yes.
have suppose declared let name is equal to Dinesh, I cannot access that particular name variable outside of that if statement. But if there is a similar kind of code, let's say if, and inside the block I have declared where name is equal to Dinesh, I can access that particular name outside of if statement as well, because if because where is a function scope and let is a block scope. So block means curly braces, starting and ending of the curly braces. And apart from that, in where we can suppose in line number 3 I have declared the where a is equal, where name is equal to Dinesh. And if I want to console log name variable outside before the declaration of the variable, I can do that. It will give undefined, but in let it will go give error. But both are hoisted actually. But still, we cannot accept declaration.
Okay. So what is hoisting?
Yeah, so hosting is basically before JavaScript start. There is a JavaScript does two initialization, one for the memory and one for the code. So first, what JavaScript does is suppose we have all the variables and function and all these things in our code, right? So JavaScript first allocate every variables with the undefined data type, and after that in function it will copy all the function inside the function, and after that JavaScript will start executing from line 1. So suppose there is an let's say I have declared let name is equal to Dinesh, then it will assign my value to the name variable, and if anything and so on and so on, it will go through the from top to the bottom of our code if there is no async code is available.
Okay. So is JavaScript single threaded or multi-threaded?
uh Single thread, I think single threaded, because
Okay.
it's work on the call stack, which is an uh, top to bottom it will execute, but there is a lots of web APIs provided by engines like we have V8 engine and other that, so we can put things on uh, aside for some time, and after that suppose I want to access something after few seconds, then I can use async away.
Okay. How? Hello. I think there is some network issue. Hello.
Yeah, now I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, I think there is some network issue from my side. Okay. So yes. So how asynchronous operations are handled in JavaScript?
So you are asking about the API calling or the operations like provided by web API like set timeout or set interval or etc.
Yeah, like everything. Like both are asynchronous operations, right? So you can explain like
Right. Yeah.
how it is handled.
Right. Right. So there, let's say suppose we are calling API for the backend to fetch some data, and based on user's internet speed and the server's load, it will take. Hello.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
one minute.
Your
1 minute, let me check why it is not working. My internet is, there is some issue.
Promised someone to meet at, let's say, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So either I'll have to go there, or I'll have to call him or her and then tell him or her that, sorry bro, or I am not available tomorrow. So that's how promise work. Actually, promise is by default have a pending state, and apart from that it has a resolve and a reject callback function. So suppose I if something went wrong, then I can reject and throw error. If everything went fine, then I can resolve and get back, give the response to the user.
Okay, these are different states of a promise. But
Right.
what is promise from the perspective of JavaScript?
Yeah. So on the from the perspective of the JavaScript, promise is basically a
Okay, like let me give you some hints. Is
Mhm.
it a variable? Like something?
No,
Is
no,
it
no, no, no,
array?
no, no, no. Yeah, promise is basically a function.
Okay, promise is a function.
Yeah, which take
Hmm,
I think higher order function, if
hmm.
I am right, because it take
Yeah,
callback function as well.
yeah, like that that thing that you're saying, that is a constructor function, but
Constructor function.
yeah, with the new promise we call. So,
Yeah.
but what it returns, like when we call new promise, what does it return?
Yeah, so it returns promise actually, which we have to then resolve by
Yeah,
using fetch
yeah.
dot then and dot, yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it returns promise. So what is that promise? That I want to know. Is it a number? Is it a string? Is it a boolean or what it is from that
No,
perspective?
I don't think any of them. I think it's some buffer data or something like that. That's what it returns. Stream of buffer data, if I'm not wrong, but I'll have
Uh,
to verify it after this interview.
it is object with some
Yeah.
extra properties. It is basically an object with some extension. Okay, you can verify
Hmm.
that. So from the
Yeah,
perspective
yeah.
of JavaScript, what it is, that's what I was asking. It will have
Hmm.
different state which will resolve, and then we can call functions based on those actions. Okay,
Right, right.
so okay, let's now move to some output based questions. Okay, or
Yeah,
let's do some React questions also. So
yeah.
why do you think do we need React?
Yeah, so React is basically a UI library that we need. Suppose if suppose we creates everything from scratch using JavaScript, it will take lots of time for us to build something. And apart from that, we have to handle manually everything that libraries like React, Vue handling for us. Like React and Vue and other new libraries, or all provide reactivity by default. So something update, then it will instantly update that particular part of the DOM without even refreshing the page. But if we do with JavaScript, there usually what happened to usually before the React came, or jQuery or something like this kind of library came, that we have to, if we want to update some part of our data, then we have to refresh our whole page to update that particular part. So that's what React provide is reactivity. Apart from that, React is a basical UI library. So for that, React provide components, so we can divide our UI in different components. Let's say header is a component, footer is a component, filter for the left side is a component, card is a component.
Okay, So basically React is component based.
library. Yeah.
Yeah. But the first part you said, like if we update DOM using JavaScript or jQuery, in order to reflect on the screen, we need to refresh the page, which is not correct.
For the for the JavaScript, not for the jQuery.
Yeah, for both. Like
For both.
for JavaScript also, we can update the DOM without refreshing the page.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, like DOM manipulation, we know, right? We can fetch
Yeah,
the
yeah,
data and update in the DOM without refreshing using simple JavaScript. Okay, so
yeah,
uh, like routing, what React provided, we can go to different pages without refreshing the page, so that feels like faster. But
yeah.
that uh, changing path we can do in JavaScript also. That is not very new thing to React. It can be implemented in JavaScript. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So what is the other benefit of React? Like one thing is
Yeah,
component
so
based. Yeah.
yeah. So
Hmm.
apart from that, React is from after React's version 16 plus 6 or something like that. It has given us a lot of new features like hooks and function based code. Nowadays developers don't write that much of class based code, so that's very easy to understand. And if someone from other UI library want to come and work in React, he or she can learn React within few weeks or so, at least get started with React. And apart from that, React uses reconciliation diffing algorithm, so which suppose if there are thousands of elements in our page and user has performed some operation. Due to that particular operation, some part of that particular thousands of element has been updated. So React will keep track of that, and after that React is going to update that particular DOM node. So comparing to a regular code that we write using JavaScript, React is faster in rendering and updating the DOM, but it will does not update directly.
Okay. So like you have mentioned that it uses diffing algorithm, right? So you must know virtual DOM. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So what is virtual DOM? Can you explain?
Yeah, so virtual DOM is basically a copy of original original DOM that we have in browser,
Hmm.
which keep tracks of our which is a separate object copy, right, from the original DOM, but which keep tracks of the performance, the user interaction that we do, and it will keep track of that. In something, if some part of our React has been updated, then it will know by. That's why React asks us to provide unique key to every element as much as possible. So through that, virtual DOM will identify that okay, this particular element has been updated. Then it's going to update that particular part of the original node, the DOM node. It will not going to repaint all the DOM again.
Okay, why does it keep the copy of actual DOM? Why can't it use actual DOM to compare? Like, why don't it use the
Yeah, so
object?
actual DOM is, I think, currently I'm not right if Angular is currently using real DOM or not, but Angular was using real DOM before
Hmm.
few years ago. If I'm not, but I'm not sure about this. But it's heavy to perform operation directly on the actual DOM, because if there is a smaller application, then that's okay. But like Facebook kind of application, it's heavy to perform the operation in the real DOM with
Okay,
directly.
okay, that's good. Now, what is the concept of a state? One thing. This, do you know declarative and imperative programming?
I have heard about this, but I'm right now not sure about this. I
Okay,
don't recall them.
okay. So basically, React is declarative and jQuery and JavaScript is imperative. Imperative
Okay.
means we have to write more code in order to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Declarative means it is not exactly means, but in short, I'm telling. Declarative, if something is declarative, it will require less code to implement same feature. So
Right.
that is one major
It's
difference.
basically abstraction of the in original code. So
Yeah.
we don't have to write every logic
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yeah. So, okay, so what is concept of state? What is state in React?
Yeah, state is nothing just but a variable, but for the React. But it's unique kind of a thing. So we have basically one variable that we get in array destruction when we use state hook, and another is a setter function that provided by React. So through setter function we can update the data, and without anything React is going to without any thing except exp uh, without anything that has to be done by us using JavaScript. We don't have to do that. React will take care of that and instantly update the that particular part of the UI. So we don't have to do that. Apart from that, React state is a object which state is a object, not a state is not an object actually. State we can state is for we can declare the state for that particular component only. We can
Okay,
pass them through props as well, but states we can update the state, but we cannot update the props because props are read only.
okay. So instead of states, why don't we use normal variables like let const these things?
Yeah, so if there is something that we know that is a static or not going to be updated more lots of time or
Hmm.
more frequently comparing to the dynamic data that so we are not sure that user is going to perform some action on our website, and it will be kind of like a static or something like that. Suppose there are lots of constant files that we use, right?
Hmm.
So or something that we declare through const or let inside our website, but thing that we need to instantly update in UI, we will keep them inside the state.
Okay. If we keep it in normal variable, will it not update on the UI?
It will update the UI, but for that we have to, I think, re-render the app.
Okay.
uh,
Yes.
but if we want to do that, we can use this app because it will run directly synchronously.
Okay. Okay. Now let's move to some output based questions. Can you share
Hmm.
your screen?
Sir, give me a second.
Hmm. Open an empty folder in VS Code and add one HTML file and JavaScript file in that
Should I
folder.
use Code Sandbox?
Okay, you can use Code Sandbox, but sometimes its console is not very good. Okay, we can
Yeah,
use.
yeah, it's
Hmm,
not bad. Yeah, yeah.
hmm.
Then one compile is also good, I guess.
Okay, you can use anything, but uh, you might face
Yeah,
some problems. It- It's okay if you are comfortable. So
yeah.
I will send you questions one by one. You need to tell the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in the chat box, Google Meet chat box, you can see the question.
Where x is equal to 20, function to console log x, where x is equal to 10, who? Okay. So here it will go on top of the. Yeah, I think it will override the 20 with 10. So we
Okay.
will get the output of 10 if we will console log it. No, no, we have console logged it. So it will give me an output of 10.
Okay.
Because what if I'm not wrong, this variable is going to hosted in top of the function, and we can re in where there is a one problem that we have, which I am not currently aware about that particular word. I think variable shadowing or
Okay.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Shadowing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So through that, so I think it will give output of the 10 if I'm not wrong.
Okay. Are you sure you want to check?
uh I think I'm sure it will give 10, but we can console log it, but
Yeah.
I'll go with 10.
Okay. 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 You can copy and you can check it.
Oh, yeah, undefined. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Why undefined?
Yeah. So basically, where is it? We have tried to access x variable before its declaration. So it will give an undefined for the where. So it was hoisted here, top of the function body, and after that there is a hidden code or something like that. So like this way, here there is a hidden code which was hidden x here, which was declared like x equal to undefined.
Okay.
So that's why we got undefined.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. Do Control Z once. Control Z.
Yeah.
And what will happen if we change the first var to let?
Okay. Let I think this will give error
What kind of
because
error?
reference error or something like that for the because we have declared x two time. If there was a case of where we can do that, but in let does not allow shadowing, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
But I think it's where, yeah. So this is where, which is a function scope. I think it will not give an error.
Okay. Then what will it
Be,
do?
be, yeah. So because this let and this is where. So here it will trying to access this where from the here, because where is a function scope, not a globally scoped variable.
Yes. So what
We
it
will
will
get
output? Yeah.
uh it will output undefined.
Yes. Yeah. It will provide undefined. You can check it. You can check.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Now if we change this var also to let, what will happen?
This time it will give an error because it will give an error, throw an error of that you are trying to access the variable before its declaration.
Yes. You can check. Uh, that's correct. Now let's move
Yeah,
to another question. Okay. You know closures?
yeah, I know closures.
Okay. Try to answer this. Like
Okay,
what will be
okay.
output?
Function outer, function inner, console.log x, const x is equal to 5, return inner, const x, which is the inside the inner function. Const inner is equal to outer function. Outer function does not have anything, but we have x here, which we have provided. Yeah, it's in our outer function, but it x we
You,
can
you,
access the x, but here I think this is a constant variable, but it will try to host in top of the code, but it will I think give the error.
okay. You can save. You can paste it in the your editor so that you can understand it better. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So here this has been declared by const. So what will happen about in closure is this function will capture its parent functions data like its lexical scope, right? So it has this variable here, and okay, inner is up. I think this will give output of 5 because
Okay.
because we are calling inner after the outer, so outer has x available before that, but I'm not sure. Should I run it?
Yeah. Why it will give 5? Like
Yeah. So basically, what happens is we are first invoking the function outer.
mm,
So it has this one is basically come here, this way, and after that we are invoking x. Sorry, inner function. So
mm,
inner function basically had captured x variable. So if we will console log, it will give 5, but I'm
okay.
not sure. Should I run it?
Okay. How does it capture 5?
Yeah. So basically, what happens is before executing this particular code, children function has taken its lexical values inside that, but how it will work internally, that I don't know.
Okay. Okay, you can save it, you can check.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you explain me what are closures?
Yeah, so basically closures are the functions which has been closed over to another function. So which has the access of its lexical scope, but it's like the scope lexical scope. So let's say we have function three function, right? Nested functions. Function A, and there is an inner function B, and there is
Hmm.
an inner function C. So C can access B's value, B
Hmm.
can access A's value, but it will not done by opposite way.
Okay.
And through that, yeah, through that, if suppose I want to access the value, let's say suppose there is another function here, right? Let's say some other function we have here, and we don't have x in its parent function, then what closure will do is that this child function will look its outside function as well to check if there is anything as available here as well or
Okay.
not.
So is this question an example of closure?
No, no, basically, yeah, this question is the example of closure.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Now let's move to our next question.
Mhm. Yeah, so this one I get asked so many times.
Hmm.
So this will give an output of start, end, and then timeout.
Okay. Can you explain why this will happen?
Yeah, so this is how basically this is how set timeout is an event loop API, web API
Hmm.
part. So what happens if suppose let's say we have JavaScript have got the started executing our code. There is a start, right? So JavaScript has printed start. After that, it got an set timeout, which is an asynchronous function. So
Okay.
it will put it inside our callback. No, no, no. What we will call it? There is a part inside our event loop which is called
Web API?
uh, no, no, not web API. There is a in inside event loop there is a
Callback queue?
priority queue. Yeah, priority queue and another queue. Yeah, callback queue. Yeah, yes. So yeah, so in callback queue it will put this particular function,
Hmm.
and then JavaScript start executing synchronous code, whatever the synchronous code is available in our particular file. So in our case, this is been end, right? So it will execute first start, then end, and then when it will say that there is any nothing is left to execute inside our call stack, then it will check inside our web API's event loop, and inside there there is the first one is our set timeout function. So it will get it from the event loops callback queue and push it inside the callback call stack, and that's how it will console log the timeout.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Now, can you explain, like, can you just tell what will be output of this code?
Yeah, so basically this will print three three times or four times,
Okay. Hmm.
because of the, I guess this is a where,
Hmm.
and this is, I think, making this particular part as a closure. So closure will get that particular ith value, this particular I, and it will not redeclare it. So it will be here for the end of the time, let's say for time of our for loop execution, and after that it will print for, because that was the last value that was updated by I.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to fix it. You
Yeah.
can, yeah,
So yeah, should I copy it?
yeah, you can copy it.
Yeah. So the one way that I know is
Hmm.
we can basically replace it let with let. So suppose
Okay.
let's say now I run it. Uh, yeah. So it will give 1 2 3. But if that's not the same case for the where, for where it will give three times. Sorry, four times.
Or three times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so If I ask you to fix it using var, like don't use let and fix it.
Yeah, using where? Okay, let me try. Let's say where I is I equal to 1, I less than equal to 3, I plus plus set time out of I. Okay, so I think let me try this way. I'm not sure about this one, but let me try. No, that's not how it will work. Where I equal to where will be here, where I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 3, I plus plus set time out of I. This will be I. Hmm. I think we have to solve this using closure, but how this that's not coming in my mind. I think I need to think about it. Mm,
Yeah, we need to use closer.
yeah. So basically, this is the set time function. Let me try. Is equal to this. No, this might not work. We will return it to so I I think this is not the right way, but let me try. Oh, timer is okay. Uh,
Don't remove that code because that is okay. Okay, you have
yeah,
cut it right. You will paste it.
yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Uh, we will return it on this way. Oh, still it is not working because we set time out will take this. This will be a timer. How this will work? Okay, this is a function which has this. I will pass new variable. Let's call it say point. I'll do very say. Oh, no, it's not going to work that way. How did this work?
Yeah, how did this work?
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So basically, this is also a where variable, right? Because we have by default JavaScript will declare with variable with where.
Okay,
So and we have so every single time this will loop through this particular for loop, and then every single time we will update j through I. So first time it will be a 1, then it will be a 2, and then it will be a 3.
okay, okay. That's good. Now this is timeout. Okay, come to the same question. I will add this add extension to the question. So
Okay.
right now, if we run it, it waits for
Hmm.
1 second and then immediately prints 1 to 3. Like at
Yeah,
yeah, because you got it right. But we want it,
yeah.
it should print 1, 2, 3 like this with a delay of 1 second. How we will do this? That
With the delay of 1 second, it should print 1, 2, 3.
yes.
Yeah, there is a one way, I guess. Let time equal to 1 second. At the end of for loop, we will do time plus plus, and we pass time. No, time plus should not be here. It should be inside. Why it's not working? Okay. Then let me this one. I think we have to put this in set timeout as well, but this is not a good idea.
What you can do is you can remove this timer and use let instead of using var. Then you don't need to create extra function.
So,
Extra.
sorry, can you repeat again?
Yeah, I'm saying you can use let in this case and remove this extra function. Extra timer function you can remove. You can
Okay,
directly
let
keep,
me,
yeah,
yeah,
directly
let
keep
me
this.
cut this out. Yeah, let
Uh,
me control Z instead.
you can copy from the chat box.
Yeah, so yeah, it's almost done. It's okay. Yeah,
Yes. So now the question is, I want you to print it with a delay of 1, 2, 3. With 1 second delay, it should print.
okay, so currently it will print directly after waiting for the 1 second, right? Okay.
Hmm.
I'll hope this time it will work, but let me check this out. Okay. No, this is not the solution. Set timeout is working here. We are console logging the I with this. This is an asynchronous operation. What we can do here, I is here, I is also, but no, I don't think this will be. No. I let I just set timeout. We'll put this inside event loop, but I'll have to call this 3 times without I is here. 1 second, it will set timeout. Uh, Let me check that. But it is not the solution. We are doing the same. We can return this every single time with, let me try directly with I. No, it's not the same way. Yeah, let me go just. How can we call set time out 3 times? Yeah, I think it will take time for me. Can you give me a hint, if possible?
Okay, that hint, if I give you a hint, that will be the answer itself.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, one hint I can give you, like, uh, yeah, like, still it will be answer, but what you can try is, so this loop is running 3 times. Okay,
Hmm.
so every time, like, loop is very fast, it is instantaneous. So both, like, all the three loops run at once. So what happens? Three set timeouts are registered in the web API to wait for 1 second, and they all wait for 1 second and immediately come to the call stack. Okay. So what you can do is, first,
Hmm.
for the first loop, you can make it wait for 1 second. For second loop, you can make it wait for 2 seconds. For third loop, you can make it wait for 3 seconds. You got the idea?
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, got it, got it. Let me. This first time it will be, but I have tried this before. I don't know why it was not working.
Oh, yeah, that you tried, but it is not working because if you increase by the time plus plus will increase by
Oh, oh, no,
one
no, no. Yeah,
millisecond.
yeah, 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 yeah. Time equal to time plus. Yeah, I can do directly, right? This way. But yeah, I don't think. I think I'll have to put this uh here. No, this is not the
What is
solution.
happening? Why this is not working?
Let me console log time. Yeah, okay. They are updating the same time. It is like the before.
No, no, it should work actually. Why it is not working? We need to see. Maybe because of, just to run it once again.
Should I run it the console?
Yeah, yeah, run it in the console. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Th-
working. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
it's
and
working.
in this console, in online console, just try it again. Run,
Here?
try. Yeah, here, just try to run it again. It is not working here. It looks like.
Yeah, here it was not working. It's here working. I
Yeah,
think it's a issue of the ID.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I said it will cause you to some problems, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why I never
Got
use
it.
these things in interviews.
It-
This
Yeah,
will
yeah,
break your
yeah.
interview.
From now on, I will always use
Hmm.
VS Code.
Yeah, I have seen this. I have taken many interviews, no? So it
Mhm.
caused problems. It caused unexpected problems. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
for this, you don't have to create one extra variable. Now, how you will do it? Don't create a time variable. Now, how you will do it? And put
Okay.
1000. Put 1000 in place of time. How you will do it now?
Without creating any extra variable.
Yes.
This is 1000. Let me use browser console. 1000 is a number. Without storing it inside any number, I can do one way, but it will print 1000, 2000, 3000, something like that. Uh,
Hmm. No, it should have same result as before,
Okay.
but you are
Uh,
not allowed to create any extra variable.
okay. I think this is number or plus it will increase by one. Let me do plus equal to I. No. This is not how. There is 1000. If I will plus it, it will just increase 1 second.
1
But
millisecond.
if 1 millisecond. So if I'll add I time of, I will give one, and I'll have to put. No, it will not give one. So this is 1000, 1 millisecond, 1000. Okay, let me try console logging here. Uh, uh, I don't think I need this. 1000 equal to, no, this way it won't work because it's in set timeout. Let me do this. Yep. Okay, invalid left hand operation right. This is time. We don't need this. Let me copy this. I will.
Can you zoom your browser? It is very difficult. Zoom
Yeah.
DevTools and both. Just do Control plus. It will zoom your DevTools. Control plus plus. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Okay. Set timeout console.log I. This is 1000. We have to update it every time by 1 second, but without using extra variable. This will be a 1000, but I can. Uh, how about we do I plus this? Let me. Oh, it will update original one as well. Not this way. No. Yes, I will update this as well. So
Okay, you want
I,
some hint?
yeah, if possible.
Okay, just do I into 1000.
I
Uh,
into 1000.
like, yeah, you get it?
Yeah, it's the same answer like before. It will also modify the I.
No, it is not modifying the I. What is that number that you are selecting? Can you tell me? What is that 11,000 and something? What is that number?
11,000.
Like,
Uh, I don't know.
okay.
I got the same value before, I guess. Where I have did this instead of let me.
Yeah, but it
Uh,
was not working like that. It was not working after 1 second.
yeah, yeah, it was working actually. Yeah, it's your code. So how this will? So what is
Yeah,
this 11,000 one?
Set timeout returns some ID. That is the thing that you're saying. It is ID
Okay,
of
so
timer.
it's a set. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, now let's move to next question. So in the next question, I want you to solve some bugs. I have created one to-do application and
Mm-hmm.
there is some bug in the application. You
Mm-hmm.
need to fix that bug. I will send you 1 second. GitHub link, you have to download it, open it in VS Code, okay, and try to debug it.
Okay.
Extract, right click and extract,
Yeah.
open in VS Code and open index.html in your browser with live server or anything. If you have live server, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
open with the live server.
I think I have live server installed. Let me check.
Okay, you can open.
This is the index.html. Uh, right click. I think I'll have to install live server.
Okay, you can install.
It's already here. Why it's not working?
Okay, don't uninstall it. Come to the file explorer side, the side. Come to the files.
Yeah.
Right click here on the
Hmm.
HTML file. Right click here. Not in the file, but in the file menu. Yes, here. Right click
Here.
here in this side. Yes. Is it giving
Open
the
with.
option? No,
No,
it
no.
is. It is not giving the option. Why is it not giving? Okay, uninstall and install again, maybe
Yeah.
something.
Why it's taking time? Yeah. It's installed.
Okay, try it again.
Yeah. Now I'm getting the option. Open with live server.
Yeah, open it.
Yeah. Let me
So,
check.
yes, you
Yeah.
can check it. You can check the console also if you are getting some error or not. Right now, this add button is not working. You are not able to add any list. Okay, just refresh
Right.
once. This error will go. Will go. Yeah. So it is not working. You need to fix this, and there are some still like if you fix this, there are more issues. You have to fix all the issues.
Okay. Function is not calling, I guess. But why? Add to do. is here. This is index.html file. Script is here. On submit event, add to do event. Let me check first. Yeah, it's working. This is not invoked here. Okay. This is on submit form button type. Let me check now. Inside handle to do, new to do is here. Event.prevent default is also here. Let me check. Event default. Why? It's refreshing the page. Uh, that text to do input ID. Not calling my to do list. Okay. To do is not invoked. This is a function. Let me check this. No, that's not the issue. Why it's not? Okay, function add to do constant to input dot trim new to do const list equal to document create element li list dot text content new to do list dot element listener click e list total. Okay, I think this might not be the issue. Let me check. It's refreshing. Click.
Basically, this add to do function is not getting called.
Okay,
So add to do function, first you need to make sure that on submit that add to do function is getting called.
on submit I'd have to code add to do. This is event. If I'll pass just no, that's not the way. This is event. On submit is form submitted. This is add to do. I'm passing event here. Let me put debugger here so I get to know if it's working or not. Yes, this time it's working, but I'm getting undefined event. Let me check. Okay, let me page console. I think there is some network reserve log, or it's for the API. Uh, Type error cannot read property of undefined prevent default. Okay, this is undefined. This was the event. I was passing event here.
So here I can help you. Just do Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. No, no, no. Type
Control
button.
Y.
Yeah, Control
Yeah.
Y. Just type event inside this. Pass event just like this. You automatically receive here. Yeah, now
Oh,
it.
I was thinking in React way.
Yeah, here you will receive event. You cannot pass E. If you pass E, that will give error. Event is keyword
Okay,
that.
now yeah, got it. Okay, reading value undefined, null. Okay, let me check what I'm getting here. Input dot value dot string. I think debugger will be a better idea instead of this. Null state file number 9. Okay, this is input. Okay, what is the output of input then? I think console log is needed here. Console total log input. Okay, I'm getting null. Get document dot get element by ID. Input is here. Type is text. Submit. Why I'm getting this null then? This is working now. ID is here. Solder to do input. Type is equal to submit. Document. Why this is not working? What I'm getting for this then? Solder log. Taste. Okay, it's null. But why? It's still null. Not issue with ID. There is something wrong here. Yes. Okay. Let me try Dinesh. If I add Dinesh, I'm getting Dinesh.
Yes. Now the now the new functionality that is not working. Add some more to-do lists. And now if I click on this thing, it should
Mhm.
delete that. The functionality is implemented in such a way that if I click on the li, it should delete that one.
If I click on the text, it will delete, right?
Yeah, on the text.
Oh, okay.
So this is
To-do
the
list.
functionality.
To-do list. What I'm getting in to-do list. To-do list. Now I don't need this. Unordered ID. To-do list. I'm getting that. Document on listeners. Click is the listener. This dot remove child. E dot target. Am I getting? It's not working. Let me check. To-do list dot add event. Okay. To-do list is here. I think this should be. Oh, no, I think it's wrong, but let me try. Okay, now it's working. Event has thing. Okay. Uh, so what is this? Okay, I think I'll have to pass and this function. Dinesh and here added. What will be the error? Okay. What will be the output of? Okay, target dot value, I guess. Check. Dinesh, I added. Created. No, there must be some error. Okay, on code error, failure to execute remove child on node parameter one is not a type of node. HTML list element node. Okay, this what is this here? Console.log taste this. This is okay. And consider okay. This will be this. This dot li. I'm getting li. This dot list, to do list, class list. What is attribute node actually? Let me try this. Console log. Now I don't need this preserve log. Okay. Okay, this is 2. This of remove child will work on array. If not, document node. Check what is this. This time is 9. This dot remove child. Uh, remove attribute node. Remove child is a good idea. This is also function. To do list dot add event listener. Click event. I'm calling function. This dot. Okay, let me check what I'm getting in this, which can be a this dot. I need to access this li dot value. What will give me this dot? Is there any element to? Let me check. No, this is not this dot child element. Child nodes. Let me check this. Okay, this will have add. Okay, this dot child nodes dot child nodes dot. No, it does not have that function. Child is something which is needed. This dot remove child. Okay, let me check this. What?
Okay, so you have 9 more minutes.
Okay, okay,
Okay, in the 9 minutes you
yeah,
have to fix.
okay. This dot children. Let me check what I'm getting here. Okay, this time again. What will be children? Okay, this dot children is undefined. This of this dot I have already. There should be some key or something like that.
And you want some hint?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I need because I'm not I have not touched vanilla JavaScript from past few years.
Okay, so this dot remove child, up to that point it is good, it is correct. Okay,
Mhm.
so if we want to remove any child element from parent, so this points to ul, right, in this case.
Mhm.
And this
Mhm.
dot remove child, in that remove child function we need to pass li, the li which is selected, which is clicked. So basically
Okay, okay,
in the event dot target we should receive li. If you receive li, it will be removed. So event,
okay,
the value of event dot target should be li.
okay, okay, okay. So let me console log here, not here. Console dot this dot child.
No, you need to check the value of event dot target. If you
Okay,
first check
okay,
the
okay.
value of event dot target. What is the value of event dot target you are getting here? So if you get event dot target equal to li, you
Mhm.
will be able to solve this issue.
I'm getting UL.
Yeah, so event dot target should be li. In on any element which is clicked, event dot
Mhm.
target points to that. But in this case, we are not getting that event dot target.
Okay,
Hmm.
not here. This dot. Event on target should be li. UL to do list is this, right? Uh, Here I'm getting to do list. I'm creating an li here. So, which is a text content, which is new to do. So, if this will be a li, I'm performing on click on parent, which will give me a parent. If I want to get the child, let me try. I think I'm getting a line there. Okay, it is not that. Child node. Let me check this. Hmm, Something else. Node list. Okay, li. Dot. What will be the item? I think element is what I'm looking for, but still item is not something I'm looking for. Hmm. Values will give method rule based. which is a native code. Okay. Let me try passing this. I'm getting li, but
Basically, in this case, you are getting li in the form of array. So
okay,
you will get
okay,
on
okay.
index 0.
Yeah. Let me add multiple and check. Okay, if I click on paste. Okay, I this time I'll have to pass the unique ID. But what will be a unique ID that I can pass here? Is there any this dot ID?
No,
Which one is
unique
this?
ID actually, whenever you click it in the event, you get the clicked one. But in this case, it is not getting clicked properly. Li is not
Oh,
getting clicked. So
okay. I have to try event target way.
hmm,
What will be an event here? Let me check. Event is this which has li.
no, you
It should get event dot target. So give me an li. Why I'm not getting li here?
yeah.
If I click on here, I'm still getting ul. I'm adding the event listener in to-do list, which is a I think this might be a issue. Where I have created a line. Li is this create element li. Why it's not working? This time it's not working. Okay, to-do list event dot stop propagation. I'm still getting. Let me check what I get here. This is
Okay, Dinesh, your time is up for this
okay.
thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I stop
Now,
my sharing my screen?
one thing, if you want, there is one more question in this one. The add button
Mm-hmm.
has pink border. You need to make
Mm-hmm.
it green border. Okay, but the pink border color is written in style.css or main.css. The
Mm-hmm.
pink border is written, but you don't have to change. First, just see where the pink border color is written. Okay.
Okay. Style has
Uh,
nothing.
yeah. In main.css, it is written button border pink. Okay. Hot pink.
Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. To-do list, form, button. Yeah, button has a border color pink, hot pink.
Yeah. So you need to change it to green color,
One click.
and you don't need to modify main.css file. In style.css file, you need to, in CSS, from CSS file.
Okay.
So from here, you need to change the border color to green.
Okay. Let me first check there is a button which is inside form. Let me copy this. Is style is imported here in index?
Yeah, it is
Yes.
imported.
Okay. Let me try this. Green. Now.
Other styles you can remove.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Border is good. I think. Yeah. Let it be for now.
Okay.
I'm getting the main.scss because of. Let me first try to.
So you
Yeah.
don't need to use important. That is the
Without
question.
imported. Okay.
Yes.
What we can do is this way.
Okay.
I think not working. But why? Uh. There is a the there is a keyword for link. What that link was?
What you are trying to do is,
Yeah. So like here I will differ. I'll want to give the priority to this particular style sheet to load before
preload
the
is
main
one
dot.
attribute. Preload, if you try something
Preload.
preload, I don't exactly remember, but that is not required here. It will not do anything.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So what we can do is this is the link rel style sheet style.css. This is the style.css. Suppose I think this was not the way, but what are the messages? Main.css is still the up. Let me check what is inside the main.css container. That's this. There is nothing here. This is form. I think I'll have to insert to do container style. Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Why did
working.
it work? Why did it work if you put it here?
Yeah, because of the I have changed the it will first we are loading the main.css. So and after that we are loading the style.css. So how CSS work is whatever the style that style file we have given later, if it has the same class name, then it will reapply the styles from the last one
Okay.
due to specificities, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Now we are done with the interview. You can stop sharing your screen.
Okay,
And
let me. Yeah.
yes, now I would like to ask you, like, how many points, like, will you give yourself for this interview out of 10 points?
For me,
Hmm.
uh, I think I will give 6 to 7 in between.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking to give you 7 points. Okay, and what do you think if you will be selected with the 6 or 7 points in the interview or not?
I think I'll have to improve it.
Yeah, like you are on the edge. Like you can be selected in some companies. Those who like don't need that very high bar, but there are more chances of rejection in this case right now.
Right.
One thing I would like to tell you that in your case, clarity is not there. You are
Mm-hmm.
trying, like you are hitting a trial. If this will work, if this will work, if this will work, okay, let me change this, let me change that. You are doing that a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
as an experienced developer, you have 2 years experience. So if you
Mm-hmm.
ask me personally, for my company, I will not take this kind of
Yeah.
candidate. I
Uh-huh.
want thought of clarity, like concept should be clear, like why this is
Mm-hmm.
working, why the code I'm writing, the way I'm writing. It should not be hit and trial. Your
Right, right.
thought should be clear, or fundamentals should be clear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to improve is right now your JavaScript skill and your CSS skill. Okay.
Right.
In the debugging part, the li which is not getting deleted, that is less of a JavaScript issue, more of CSS issue. So
Okay.
actually, that is a CSS issue. You should have also you have while debugging the JavaScript, you have never seen the CSS.
Mm-hmm.
Like there can be some properties in CSS which disable clicking. So
Right.
that is applied there. That's why you are not able to click on li. So
Okay.
CSS issue like CSS fundamentals you need to improve, and JavaScript you need to improve more, because as you improve like for fresher, if you just work on React, you don't know much JavaScript, it's okay, you may get selected. But as you get experienced, JavaScript is expected more and more. You should be able to code in JavaScript. You should be able to write.
Yeah, so I should practice more in JavaScript, vanilla JavaScript.
Yes, you should
Okay.
improve your JavaScript. You should improve the concepts of JavaScript and practice more JavaScript.
Okay.
So yeah. Now, if you have any question, you can ask.
Yeah,
Like,
so in JavaScript, which areas I'll have to focus more comparing to others, as per your observations?
yeah. So mainly, we have not tested everything that is there in JavaScript, because in 1 hour of interview we cannot test everything. But
Right.
as far as I have tested, like you need to improve the fundamentals, like some questions that I asked, for example, the for loop I have asked, and I have asked you to print 1, 2, 3 step by step. So, like in that case, you by mistake you have printed one, like without I told you to fix it without using let. So you fixed it, but you didn't know how it worked. You were surprised how it is working. So how the concept of closure is working, because in that case closure is being used.
For the
Okay.
late part I knew, but for the where part I didn't knew. J plus J is equal to I1.
Uh,
Yeah.
so you need to still need to clear lot of fundamental concepts. Like
Right.
you already know many fundamental concepts, but maybe you need to
I need to deepen my knowledge on those fundamental concepts.
yes, like execution context, like how the code is executed and memory creation phase. But still there are some gaps. You are not confident about the answers. Like you are not
Mm-hmm.
about confident about the solutions that you write. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to practice a lot. You need to practice output based questions, and you need to make a lot of projects so that you will have clear understanding how the code is running. And
Mm-hmm.
like fundamentals, mostly I would say they are clear for you, but your practice is not that much. Like if
Right.
this code will run, how it will run, how like the output will come. So that practice is not there. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'll mostly try to write it using hit and try, or
Hmm.
nowadays I'll mostly use
Hmm.
GPT, so I'll have to practice more.
Yeah, so don't rely on hit and try method. Like if you
Mhm.
hit and try and it works, so try to go deeper into that why it works. Okay, if it
Right.
works, if you get answer from ChatGPT or Stack Overflow and it is working, so you need to understand why it is working, why the way
Mhm.
it is written. Okay, so you need to understand all those things. Only then your JavaScript skill will improve. Each and
Right, right.
every line of code that you write, you should understand why it is working, and
Mhm.
debugging that you are doing, that is good. Still it can be improved. Like debugging
Mhm.
part, I like the debugging part, uh, but still, like, it can be improved. It is not as efficient as it should be. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
hmm. So all those things you need to consider, and I think in your case more practice is required, and some advanced concepts you need to also clear the concepts. For example, promises. What are
Right,
promises? Async await I have not asked, but like, I'm sure you need to learn it in deep. Classes you
right,
have
right,
not asked. Prototypes, this I have not covered in this interview, but still
right,
you need to like clear the concept of those advanced concepts. Okay,
right.
and practice more. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, man.
Okay, thank you, Dinesh. It's nice talking to you. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.